Okay, got it set. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm gonna do this video quite quick here, as best as I can. Some of the things you're gonna need to know, as far as treating yourself when it comes to this parasitic type infections. These are, ooh, pardon me. It's, as you can see, it's like 5:13 a.m. You can't really see the a.m. there, but it's pretty early in the morning. Anyway, 9 herbs that naturally kill parasites. There are many. Oh, before I even get into this, again, I don't claim any copyright for this. This is for people to be able to have and find more useful methods to actually deal with the effects of remote neural monitoring. Because yes, this stuff is insect based. It is parasitic based, and this is pretty much how they have a lock on to you. If you get rid of this, then you get rid of the control and the effects of that control. But as you know, even with a fraction of the stuff like in your body can still cause somewhat of a reaction due to them basically making signal lights. So you already know you got it. You can't just get rid of a portion of them. You got to get rid of all of them. That's basically the only way to actually free yourself from the effects of these weapons. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the article here. There are many powerful herbs that are used to treat parasitic infections, but before you start experimenting with remedies, read this to learn the best way to naturally kill parasites. Before we dive in, know that it is not advised to take any herbs unless you've been working with a professional or even better, a functional medical medicine doctor with experience in parasitic infections. It's ideal if you have been practicing a holistic lifestyle for some time. That is because the first and most critical step for healing an infection is getting your immune system up and functioning optimally. From there, one of the very last steps is going to be experimenting with herbs to help this process. If you suspect you have an infection or are running a routine yearly cleanse, here are some of the best natural food and herbal remedies to naturally kill parasites. The best herbs and their benefits for fresh garlic. This might come as a surprise, but do not underestimate this common household herb. It is actually among the most effective herbs for ridding the body of any unwanted organism. Garlic is able to slow and kill over 60 types of fungus and 20 types of bacteria, as well as some of the most potent viruses. Garlic has a history of killing parasites, controlling secondary fungal infections, and if you're not aware, the issue with most of this stuff is that Candida and the Morgellon both are basically a form of a fungi that even when it's removed, it causes Lyme disease. But if you're able to like use a lot of these remedies that I've been using myself, you'll be able to actually have more of a step of curing that, or at least that's just my assumption of it, because yeah, parasites and controlling the secondary fungal infections. It also detoxifies while gently stimulating elimination and has antioxidant properties to protect against oxidation caused by parasite toxins. The active components in garlic that kill parasites are allicin and ajoin. These compounds can kill how do you pronounce that? Amoebas, including one cell. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, including one cell varieties, as well as a pinworms and hookworms. Allicin is not present in garlic. In its natural state, when garlic is chopped or otherwise damaged, the enzyme allicin acts on the chemical allicin, converts it into allicin. The active component contributes to its success for killing parasites. Okay, so that's one thing I wasn't doing. I'm glad I found out about that. So from now on, whenever I eat a garlic halve or half, I need to split it in two, and that'll be enough to get that working. To get the most out of garlic, be sure to use it crushed or juiced. Start off with one clove and work your way up to as many as you can stomach. Cucumber seeds. That's a new one. Cucumber seeds have been used as an all natural treatment to remove tapeworms within the digestive tract. The powder of cucumber seeds can be used to treat tapeworms, but also consumed even if you do not have a parasite as a preventative measure. That is because cucumbers are, of course, are also a vegetable. They are effective due to enzymes within the cucumber and seeds that kill tapeworms. Look for heirloom cucumber seeds, grit into a powder and add 1 teaspoon to a smoothie daily during your cleanse. Papaya. Sugary tropical fruit is typically not advised when dealing with parasites. However, this particular fruit has a strong ability to destroy many parasitic worms, including most intestinal worms and tapeworms. The most powerful part of the fruit is actually the seed. The University of Maryland Medical Center advises a mixture of honey and papaya seeds, which has been found to clear stools of parasites. If you are going to consume the fruit for its benefits, it is best to remove the skin. And ferment in apple cider vinegar for 1 day. You will want to eat 8 ounces of the cultured papaya and drink 2 ounces of the brine for 4 days. Tweet quote: when it comes to papaya, the most powerful part of the fruit is actually the seed. What was that? A Shardari, MD, neurologist and practitioner of Ayurveda. I'm still hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Suggests that this papaya smoothie recipe: take these seeds from an average sized papaya and grind them in a coffee grinder. Next, add a tablespoon of organic virgin coconut oil and about a cup of coconut milk and the rest of the papaya. Finally, blend until smooth. Drink the smoothie each morning for at least 7 consecutive days. Cloves contain the most powerful germicidal agent in the herbal kingdom, known as eugenol. It is also contains seriflin, which is a powerful antimicrobial agent. These components travel through the bloodstream, killing microscopic parasites and parasitic larvae and eggs. Cloves are tremendously effective in killing malaria, tuberculosis, cholera, scabies, and other parasites. Various bacteria and fungi, included Candida cloves, and also destroy all species of Shigella, I don't even know how to pronounce that. And yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that one either. It is best consumed with a black walnut hulls and wormwood. Now, here's the thing. Before I even get any farther into this article, I want to be able to stop this criminalized organization, this shadow government, for what it's been doing. But here's the main issue, okay? People who are subjugated to RNM, remote neural monitoring, in any way, this is including people who are not aware. This is a very dangerous situation because this is something. This is a. This is something that that has infiltration of the mind. This is something that is controlling a person's actions through manipulation. And the more and more you're unaware, the more and more you're more likely to fall victim to manipulation. It's truly a dangerous game that we're dealing with when it comes to this, man. And this is what it is to them. Are tortured with these weapons, basically. It's nothing but a game to them. Although, when you look at it from a more legal perspective, everything that they're doing is a violation of basic human rights. It's a violation of the Constitution. It's actually high treason, if anything, and so on and so forth. But I want to be able to. I want to be able to act. I want to be able to put a stop to this. I want to be able to protest. I want to be able to get petitions signed and sign a petition myself to help put a stop to this and overturn any type of law that they wanted to get passed that allows them to have this power that they have now. But how can you even? You can't really do nothing like that if people are basically subjugated to this weapon. Right now, it's getting so dangerous that they're trying to keep people in their homes, man. And here's my advice to everyone: look, if you go to sleep, you need to cut that. You need to turn that. You need to cut your Wi-Fi off. Okay. They're already using manipulation on me to prevent me from even turning mine off whenever I go to sleep. But I'm gonna have to from now on, I think I'm just gonna set a reminder to do so I don't forget. Um, but this is a dangerous game that we're dealing with, man, and it's the game of life. And to us, it's it's not so much as a game because any situation can make or break you. And the from what from my point of what I've observed, the more and more you have, the more and more they can actually use that to destroy you. Just like it's as well as the more and more you react to, and the more and more you react to things, the more and more this stuff actually has a control over you. That's how it is able to do what it does. It's able to actually, literally, create a falsified sense of aggravation. It's able to create a falsified sense of depression. And the main danger of this is that people would actually, who are not aware, would take these feelings as their own and not realize that they're completely fabricated. It's not it's just the same thing even with fear. It can fabricate fear and literally project that emotion out onto you. I've since, thanks to the help of Brian too, thanks to the help of Vulcan Wolverine, thanks to the help of many other TIs out there, not just TIs, but people who have did their research, people who have found this information that I am sharing with you through my channels today and many days past, and which I also seek to still do in the future for as long as for however long I am still alive or on this earth. All of this information that I share is basically my thanks to them for all that they have done for us, you know? Because there are people out there who have done the research. There are people out there who have found many different methods to help many different TIs, many people who are suffering from these directed energy attacks. And the worst thing that you could possibly be in is in a state to where you don't even know what's going on and you don't even know how to actually fight against it. That, at that point, you're at your most vulnerable, man. I have to in the here's the basis of how dangerous this weapon is. Like, naturally you have to get evidence of your targeting, of course. But even doing that, like as far as pulling out a phone to film your targeting, even that is being used against you as a reaction. That's how in depth this stuff is. You could do something as small as pull out your phone and start recording a perp, and they would use that against you, not just with the weapon, but also out of an attempts to try to get you locked up, in attempts to discredit you, in attempts to blackmail you in any kind of way that they can think of, man. That's how in depth the craziness of this stuff is. So please, if you are hearing this, please be safe. Find ways to actually be able to get evidence, but at the same time, not to where it's putting yourself in harm's way, you know? And understand that the more you react to something, the more they will continue to do that something that you're reacted to. Because that's the whole point of it. It's not so much as them being paid to stalk you. It's them being paid to get reactions from you. And these are just the methods and the tactics of which they will use to do so. That's what they're being paid to do. They're being paid per reaction. And if the target doesn't react, the more desperate they get. But you see, this is why you need a type of camera that is not connected to the internet. You need a camera to where they can't just hack into and and delete the evidence or corrupt the evidence. You need a way to where you can actually have it recorded and be able to have it distributed. This is what I was doing, and I had my evidence was stolen. Some of a large part of my evidence was stolen. It was stolen, okay? It was stolen because I did it in a way to where they couldn't discredit me. I did it in a way to where it forced them in a state of fear because that's evidence that I could have used to get asylum. Forget trying to sue these people for what they're doing, man. It's not that it's not possible. It's just that you need to understand. Even Brian too is even talking about this. Soon there's going to be a time where people won't eat who are all blacklisted, who can't work at all. You won't even be able to cross state lines. So you're basically going to be subjugated to the same thing over and over. And the worst scenario with this is even being homeless in this because you can't even leave this damn city. You can't even leave, especially when you don't even have or barely to any money to your name at all. That's the worst case scenario. Especially with the 5G that's going up, which is I honestly believe that isn't 5G. That's 8G that they put it up there, man. That's got to be a hot. That's definitely something more and more that they are installing this stuff in a lot of places to where they don't even want people to see them doing this. This is the type of behavior that I've noticed. It's stuff that they don't want you to see because they don't want it out there to the public eye, and they don't want to they don't want the people who did it busted doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the article. And remember, the past video that I did, you need to basically follow that and do that as necessary and as often as you can. Do it in sessions or whatever. But the thing about that is, from what I've realized, like they're starting to go to the feet now to try to get away from the frequency. So if you can have it to where like you got it playing like in all three locations, like right around the back and neck and right in the midsection of the back and the midsection of the back and where the hips is at, like right underneath it, and then where the feet is, then you should be good to go. But this is basically killing them off via frequencies on the outside. But when you actually add something to your daily diet to be able to kill it off from the inside, then you're given a double dosage of killing the stuff off, which will actually allow you to actually be free from its effects much more faster. Now, in my situation, here's the thing. My situation is dangerous because even though I'm still working, even now, the place I work at is a den of gang stalkers, dude. It is a den of gang stalkers. Everyone there is involved. The workers, supervisors, the higher ups, all of them. I'm not gonna name this specific location as to where, but you guys already know where I'm at. You already seen it in my past videos. You already know exactly where I'm at. But my situation is not any more safe than anyone else's. Um, in a situation like that, man, they do a lot of covert BS that would actually land them in prison. No joke. Half the stuff I've seen would land them directly in prison over time as an overtime basis as to what they've been doing. At this point, I'm not even concerned with suing anybody. I'm just concerned with just getting the heck out of the U.S. Okay, that is my prime objective there, because I want to be able to fight for the freedom of the people who are still yet here. But at the same time, like this, it's no telling. Just thinking about it, it's really no telling like how far this is going. Considering the situation with the president, on who he on not Trump, but the one before. Considering something as covert as that, I'm not saying it is true, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say that it isn't, because what I do know is this: that when it came to President Barack Obama, all SEAL Team 6 members who supposedly caught and were or the ones who said who killed Osama bin Laden, all mysteriously ended up dead. The people, the woman who had complete detailed information, who was the exact person who signed Barack Obama's birth certificate, died in a plane crash. Strange, isn't it? And the thing about Obama is that, well, his parents, he had adoptive parents. Okay? Adoptive. Not his real parents, adoptive parents. And apparently, there's whatever. This has gotten such a huge questioning that it basically forced them to put something out there on the media. Look, man, if something was generating that, they had to generate that much of a influence to do something. The fact that people didn't even catch on to it beforehand, it should let you know that yes, it was a cover up to where information got out. So it's really no telling how far this corruption really goes. Does it go as far as the UN? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. But I don't believe that they have complete influence over the UN. But I do believe that they may have informants in it. This is just my assumption, though. Nothing's all said in black and white. This is just my assumption of the situation here. But anyway, even with that said, let's continue. Raw pumpkin seeds. These are able to kill eggs, and they contain a natural fat that is toxic to parasite eggs. Okay, good. Actually, people. One thing I noticed that people would do, and I did this when I was a kid, we would actually put pumpkin seeds in the oven and bake them, and then we would just eat them that way. But I don't know if that's if that you know I don't know about that dealing with this, but apparently these are able to kill the eggs, and they contain a natural fat that is toxic to parasite eggs. Now that's what I'm talking about right there, because you see this stuff like that will kill off the reproductive process of the parasites that they are lacing us with, to basically have this control with the remote energy weapons, basically. So, in pumpkin seeds has shown anti-parasitic activity since it has the ability to paralyze worms so they drop off the intestinal walls. Chinese science has used pumpkin seeds to treat acute schistosomas and tapeworm infestations. Really now? Really now? Chinese scientists is what you say. Anybody thinking what I'm thinking? Chinese scientists? Many parasite formulas contain pumpkin seed, but it doesn't do much in just a few capsules. You need half a cup a time to really work. Grinding a coffee grind add salads or smoothies. Wow. Chinese scientists, huh? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not even surprised that they would be messing with something that can actually cure parasitic activity. But now I'm just curious, and I'm pretty certain that I'm right. But then again, you never know. Oh wow, it's really early. Turmeric. This is perhaps one of the most powerful herbs and is helpful for just about everything. It boosts powerful properties. It is an anti-cancer, inflammatory, wound healing, worm expelling, and overall body purifier. This is a very safe herb to consume regularly for maintaining health as well as to use medicinal pair with coconut oil and black pepper for improved absorption. If you don't know, in my older video, I mentioned coconut oil before. Concentrated coconut oil. You can use that as a hair gel instead of using actual hair gel, which has toxins in it. If you're wondering about the what's that the deodorant, don't use actual deodorant. Just use baking soda. Okay, that's a natural that is a deodorizer that does not contain the toxified ingredients that they put a lot in a lot of these synthetic based products. There is even dry deodorant, but again, toxified ingredients in that too. Seems to be a lot of toxified ingredients in cosmetics, though. A lot, both in lotions, shampoo, and conditioner. A lot. Again, as far as soap, as far as what's that conditioner, as far as shampoo, just use baking soda for that. As well as brushing your teeth, just use baking soda for that. Because basically, this is a synthetic type. That a parasitic that they're using is synthetic type. So when it comes to cleaners, well, I believe from what I did, I used oh wow, oh man, my apologies. It is real early in the morning right now. It's like almost 6 o'clock right now. For basically for the cleaners and stuff like that, what you can use bleach to help rid yourself of these parasitic type insects, but you want to get bleach with citrus. And if you can't find that, then you can just get citrus extract and then just put that out down on there as well. What I normally do is I put lemon juice on the floor. I just put some concentrated lemon juice on the floor, some actual lemon juice, and put the bleach down, and then with a little bit of baking soda down on the floor too, and then I just use that to mop up the floor. And what it does is it mixes up the compounds in a safely manner, to where they can't. Because I already know they from what one TI told me that they do shut off chemical based cleaners with this weapon, just even by scanning the barcode. But you see, by mixing the compounds up like that, you change up the properties of it. But I do not recommend people doing that with just any kind of cleaner, okay? Because you run the chance of creating something that you got no business doing. All right. Um, if anything, and let's see. Anyway, let me go ahead and just finish up this article. And if you wonder what that noise is, I got the frequency on my back right now. Felt a lot of activity back there, so I went ahead and just put it there. Even now, I'm feeling a whole lot better, and I'm getting a lot more sleep than before. This is perhaps one of the most powerful herbs, and is helpful for just about everything. It boosts powerful. Oh wait, the turmeric. Yeah, I've already read it. Anti wound healing, worm expelling, and overall body purification. This is a very safe. Yeah, I've already read that. Ginger, a family member to turmeric, ginger has many similar qualities. It also increases circulation and helps all digestive issues. You see that? Okay, that's one thing I'm gonna need, because they love to like slow down my circulation with this weapon. That basically, for some reason, they get off from making me walk weird. Like, apparently, I don't know, but apparently, I guess it's to discredit me or something like that. I don't know. But particularly good for gas and nausea associated with parasite die-off. It also improves stomach acid production, which kills. Wait a minute. So helps all digestive issues. It also particularly good for gas and nausea associated with parasitic die-off. It also improves stomach acid production, which kills parasites and protects us from getting infected in the first place. Fresh ginger is better for eliminating mucus, and while ground ginger is better for warming the digestive system, take both. Cayenne. This hot pepper is powerful antifungal. The best cayenne has the ability to destroy fungus and mold and parasites on contact. It increases circulation and health and also increases the effectiveness of other herbs when used in combination with them. Try sprouted pumpkin seeds seasoned with ginger and cayenne for a delicious snack and a medicinal for treating intestinal bugs. This best is African cayenne. Green hulls of black walnut. These have been shown to have powerful effects on killing many varieties of parasites. The dried and ground green hull of the black walnut contains tannin, which is organic iodine, yet another ingredient that I mentioned when it comes to killing this stuff off, as well as juglendin. Black walnut has been used for centuries to expel various types of worms, including parasites that cause skin irritation, such as ringworm. It oxygenates the blood, which also helps kill parasites. Tweet quote: You can find black walnut growing in the wild in abundance. Black walnut is very effective against tapeworms, pinworms, candida, albicans, yeast infections, and malaria. It also affects the reducing blood sugar levels and helping the body rid itself of toxins. Best of all, you can find these babies growing outside in the wild in abundance. I have a tree in my front yard that gives more than I can use. Your best bet is to take an alcohol tincture of it 3 times a day. And with that stated, that's all it is into it. After that, this is just giving a diagram of everything that listed down. That's the fresh garlic, uh, cucumber seeds, which is in the middle, as well as the benefits right beside it. There's the papaya, the clove, the raw pumpkin seeds, the ginger, the turmeric, and the green hills of black walnut, as well as the cayenne. I think I may have missed something because I don't think I've seen the peppers up there. Yeah, for some reason they didn't show the peppers, but whatever. Um, oh, don't forget probiotics. Remember to take probiotics at the end of the day during a parasite herbal protocol because the parasite killing herbs knock out everything, including good bacteria. The best probiotics are food based, such as sugarroot, kefir, and raw yogurts. Also, remember to get plenty of rest while on a parasite cleanse. First of all, sleep is incredibly healing and needed to repair the rebuilding. You'll also want to drink plenty of clean water. Any activity that promotes rest, relaxation, and builds energy is a wise move for boosting the immune system, which is why they love to use sleep deprivation on you, on all of us, really. Yeah. The main point is to slow down the immune system so that this stuff can continue to act and be active. Anyway, this is MM. This is just one of the small and small articles I'm going over when it comes to curing people of or at least helping. And yeah, gotta get some sleep, but they basically help people find more of a reprieve and more of a to break both the cycle and this connection with these directed energy weapons. Well, anyway, this is MM. Wish all of you the best of safety, and for all of you to stay strong in these dark times that we're living in. And with that stated, I'm over and out.